Good morning, y'all. This is Tonetta. I hope everybody's doing well. I just realized when I clicked live, there was a little counter in this window. Well, it went away now, but I guess that's something new because I haven't been live in a while. But I want to make sure that I came to you all with this video this morning. I was having actually, I saw a post on somebody else's page earlier this week and a video, and I was, of course, commenting and that kind of thing. And I was letting her know about some of the things that I had been doing recently, or actually like the last several months, as far as getting clear on what I needed to do with my life or what I wanted to do with my life. I guess I put it that way. It took, let me see, that was earlier this week, but the last several months, I'm trying to see when, I don't know when, but probably back like September, October, that kind of thing. I started getting like a little bit quiet here, that kind of thing, so I can try to focus and try to figure out what I wanted to do with my businesses, with my life, and what I wanted to push forward with. I guess I put it that way. And good morning, Stephen. Thank you for tuning in this morning. I appreciate that. And like I said, I had to get crystal clear on exactly what I wanted to do and what I wanted to, of course, pursue. I guess I put it that way, business-wise, with myself, all those kind of things. Like I said, there was a lot of times, a lot of my life, because I'm 43 now, I just turned 43 in September, but it was a lot of my life that I was not very clear on what I wanted to do. And like I posted in my post earlier, it was earlier this week, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, it was about that if you don't, of course, make those decisions about your own life and know where you're going, that kind of thing, somebody else is going to do that for you. It probably didn't say it like that, but that's, of course, what the gist of the quote. And I always knew that. Like I said, I've always known that if I did not make my own choices and stand in those choices that I've made, that somebody's going to make them for me, whether that's another person, family, friend, somebody that you're intimate with, whether that's a job or career that you're doing, education, whatever you're doing, parents. Like I said, you have to make sure that you're crystal, like I said, water clear on whatever it is that you're wanting to do with your life instead of having somebody else run it for you. You may not look at it as somebody else is running your life for you, but trust me, they are if you're not clear on what you want to do. If you're for example, if you're unclear about what kind of, I guess since I have a relationship blog, what kind of partner you want. You have somebody, you keep meeting all these people and some of them may be okay for you, some of them may not be, I don't know, but you don't know what kind of person you want to be with, whether you want to be with somebody of whatever race or whatever it is, or whether you want to just choose on love or whatever you want to do, whether you want somebody that's in their 30s, 40s, older, younger, I don't know, long hair, short hair, tall, something, some kind of standard or something, whether you want somebody that's going to treat you right, that's going to respect you, that's going to listen and help and openly communicate. You have to make sure that you know exactly what you want before you start stepping into things that you have no idea what to even I guess you have all these choices coming at you. You have no idea what to even choose from. Like I said, that was something that I had to realize that I was going all these directions, all these things going on. Yes, they were making me happy. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, as far as me actually knowing exactly what kind of result I wanted to see, I had to, of course, get clear on a whole lot of things. Just to let you know, like I said in the beginning of this video, that's kind of the reason why I kind of backed off social media a little bit as far as several months ago, as far as, of course, doing all the videos every day, making posts, which I still was making, I think, like 1 or 2 posts here every day. But for the most part, I backed off a lot so I can, of course, have some quiet time, have some time to think about what I exactly wanted to do. And I know I'm not the only one out there who's just going at this and doing that and not having a solid foundation, a solid base of exactly what you want to do and exactly what you want to do in your business, your life, and that kind of thing. Like I said, we have to ask ourselves those hard questions and, of course, make those hard decisions. Sometimes they're not going to be easy. I can tell you that because I made a lot of them. And I'm sure Stephen has made a lot of them as well. And Stephen, I see your comments. I'm trying to get to them and see. And you're right, Stephen, you're right. Definitely define your purpose. You definitely do have to define your purpose. Like I told Trent Samuel, if you all don't know who he is, he's a social media guru on here. So definitely go find him. He knows a lot about social media and building businesses and things like that. But he was talking about the difference between what was it? Are you seeking money or are you seeking a legacy? That was his post the other day. And I, of course, posted a long response on that, of course, because I was, of course, letting him know that, of course, yes, I was building, of course, cash in the past and that kind of thing, and with the business that I had actually. the why that I had for that business, of course, to me just wasn't right. I guess I'd say that. And thank you, Wayne, and thank you, Agent, for tuning in as well. Like I said, it just wasn't what it should have been. I guess I put it that way. My main thing was, of course, making the money, trying to, because of course I was selling products, that kind of thing. I mean, I was getting the money, that kind of thing, but I wasn't 100% happy in that business until I figured out what exactly it was that I wanted to do. I guess I put it that way. So I closed that business. I put it that way. I know people say, why did you close the business? You could have just redid your why, which I could have, yes. But the person that I am, I have to force myself to do things in order to get things done. So, of course, I had to close that business. And like I said, I know that I'm now building a legacy. I guess I put it that way. It doesn't matter whether I have kids. That part does not matter. I have other family. I have other cousins, aunts, uncles, all those kind of things. And those that of course, cross my path, whether they're blood related or not. Like I said, I know that I'm building that legacy. I guess I put it that way. And that was my response to him. I know that I have broken several generational curses that's been in my family for, I don't know how long, I guess for years. I know they've been there for years. I know I'm not the only one who's been through different things in my family as far as sexual abuse, different things like that. I know I've done that. Like I said, I've done a lot of different things, a lot of things different than people that I was, of course, around. And good morning, Trina. Thank you for tuning in as well, that I was around. And like I said, I know that I'm building a legacy, whether it brings the cash right now or not, which I know it's not. But I know I have to work my way up to that and, of course, be patient with everything. Like I said, I have to get clear on my why and exactly by my why and, of course, what I wanted to do with my life. Like I said, you have to take time out, whether that means stepping away from your kids for the day or, I don't know, for the moment or whichever the case may be, your family, that kind of thing. It takes you a while. Like Wayne just said, it took him 3 years to find out what business he truly wanted to build. And this one was with his partner. And he has an awesome blog, you all, if y'all haven't, podcast. Wayne, can you put that down there if you don't mind? Because I forgot the name of it right quick, but can you please put that down there as well? But he has an awesome podcast where he's talking about different relationship things, different business things. So if you haven't checked him out, he's going to put the link down there shortly, but definitely check out his podcast, him and his wife. So, or his partner, rather. I'm not sure if she's his wife or not, but him and his partner. But like I said, you have to get clear. Yes, it's going to take you some time to, of course, figure out what you want to do. Sometimes you have to step away from a lot of things that you're currently doing in order to get that clearness. Like I said, it took me for the last, since early 2018, when I was going through a lot of things as far as me trying to figure out what the hell I want to do with my relationship and that kind of thing. And I knew it wasn't making me happy. There was a lot of other things going on that I won't get into this video, but there was a lot of things going on that I knew that I was not happy. And I had not been happy for years, actually, but I kept trying to make things work and force things to work and without actually taking my time. And thank you, Wayne, for the podcast and not taking my time out to, of course, evaluate myself and evaluate where I'm currently at, what's currently going on, and what's going to make me happy and what I wanted the outcome to be. Like I said, that was something that I had to, of course, sit back and think about. Oh, she's your wife to be? Awesome. I'm sorry, I'm all excited, okay? So that means they're engaged, so that's awesome. Congratulations to you two, that's awesome. Hopefully I get an invite to the wedding. I don't even know where you all are, but hopefully I get an invite to the wedding. And actually, I think you're overseas. But if I get an invite to the wedding, I'll try to be there, actually, so that's awesome. So like I said, congrats to you all. But like I said, I had to sit back and I had to get clear on exactly what I wanted to see. I kept... As you all may have seen in some of my posts and some of the things I may have said, I'm sure I've said the last year, 2 years, 3 years, that kind of thing, probably more than that. I'm sure it was more than that, about how I wanted to, of course, start working for myself and actually creating the income to, of course, replace my current employee income. I kept saying that for years and years and years. And of course, I did create some steps. Of course, I did create the business, that kind of thing, ended up closing the business, which was fine. So I had to get clear on that as well. But like I said, I kept talking about it. And I was throwing, and good morning, Angela. Thank you for tuning in as well. And I kept throwing all these things in my face as far as all these excuses and all these supposed brick walls and all these things about me relocating and all these things, instead of me sitting my ass back and getting crystal clear about what I wanted to do with that. And good morning, Patty. Thank you for tuning in. And like I said, I did say that in the video last summer, I think. It should have been last summer, last fall. I did do a video about that because I know with me, I have to force myself to do things. Like I said, I can't just say, oh, I'm going to write this down. I have to force myself to do things. That's how I get things done. And I'm sure a lot of you do the same thing as well. But like I said, I had to get clear on exactly what I wanted. Was relocating more. What I actually wanted was building my business and building my brand. What I actually wanted. And good morning, Zanshree. I hope you're doing well. And I had to, like I said, I had to get clear on that. And that was one of the things I got clear on this past 6-7 months actually. My clearness came from me, of course, saying that I wanted to, of course, have my own business, and me wanting to, of course, create that and live off my own income instead of an employee income and having to punch the clock 9 to 5 or whatever the hours are. Like I said, I had to get clear on that exactly what I wanted, not just I want to just keep talking about it, and I still haven't made any steps to even quit not saying I'm going to quit the job today, but of course made any steps to, of course, start creating the income for myself, so I can't replace that with the job that I'm working. Like I said, I had to make those hard decisions. We all have to make those hard decisions if you want to, of course, see change in your life and see something that you actually want to do in your life. I guess I put it that way. Nothing's going to come to you because I said I wanted to, of course, have a business. You have to actually get out there and take action and create that business. If you want a new relationship or a better partner or whatever it is, you have to get out there and create that. Even if you want a podcast like Wayne, you have to get out there and create that and start talking on video, start recording yourself, start talking about topics and writing down things that you want to talk about. It doesn't just come to you. You have to actually take action. Yes, the first step is, of course, if you want to write it down, that's fine. But like I said, you have to definitely make those decisions and make those goals and make those decisions on how you're going to best get that. Like I said, you have to do that. The same thing I had to do, the same thing anybody else has to do. That's why, again, this is called Crystal Water. I couldn't say Crystal Gales. I know that's a copyrighted, whatever, the person's an entertainer, that kind of thing. So I put Crystal Water Clear. Like I said, you definitely have to get clear on what it is that you want. Like I said in my post this week, if you want to lead your life, you have to go ahead and do that. But if not, somebody else is going to do that for you. And I had to realize that my employer was doing that for me, lead my life and tell me what to do, when to come to work, what kind of things I can do while I was at work, all those kind of things. I didn't have the freedoms, or I don't have the freedoms at this time still, because I'm building that, but I don't have the freedoms to, of course, do whatever it is I want to do within the business or that kind of thing, because it's not mine. And like I said, I had to get clear on that. Yes, I know one day, I'm sure I'll move out of this city, that kind of thing, whenever I get to that point. But my main thing was creating a legacy for myself and creating something that I can say nobody can ever take away from me unless I allow that. I guess I put it that way. And creating something that I know that was going to make me happier. As you all see all these creative posts about me making bacon and making all these sweets and that kind of thing. That's, of course, what makes me happy. So like I said, I had to get crystal clear on that. It wasn't all these extra things that was going on. It wasn't anything that was holding me back but myself. Like I said, I was the one that had to get clear on that. Not anybody else, not you, Patty, or Trina, or anybody else in my family, that kind of thing. I had to get clear on that. Like I said, I'm telling you all this morning again, the same thing I've told myself, to make sure that you get crystal clear on whatever it is that you want to do with your life. Because if not, you'll feel like you're just spinning your wheels and just going in circles. Because that's how I felt for a long, long time. I'm just going in circles, pulled out of this, seeing the next trend, trying to hop on this trend, or seeing the next whatever it is going on. Because I've known some who, of course, switch businesses like that and doing different things like that. Selling different things like that as well, just hopping on this because it's popular, hopping on that because it's popular. Here's CBD, I'm going to hop on that too. All those kind of things. At some point, you have to get clear about what you want, not just what somebody's forcing you to of course, see or put in your face or that kind of thing. Like I said, you can allow them to lead you, or you can allow yourself to lead yourself, if that's the best way I could put that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get my butt off here, because I know I got to make something for breakfast this morning. I want to thank again Stephen for tuning in from Sarasota, Florida. And you all, he has the beautifulest, well, he always, of course, posts about Florida, Sarasota, that kind of thing, and about where he's at. I guess I put it that way. And it's a beautiful beach area. And like I said, Stephen does have a live video, I guess, series as well. I think it's called, Stephen, please put the name down there. Is it Living with Nature or Live with Nature? It's one of those two, but I have caught him, of course, on live several times, and he brings up the beautifulest sunsets from where he's at. So like I said, definitely check him out. But Stephen, can you definitely post your link down there as well? And Wayne, thank you again for tuning in this morning. And let me see, Stephen, you said surround yourself with people you admire. That's the truth. And I am actually working on that. I guess I put it that way. Actually, I'm not just people you admire, but people that you aspire to be. This last several weeks, since I've gotten clear on different things and knowing what I'm pushing forward to, I've been, every time I seem to log online or get online to get on Facebook or Instagram, whatever it is, it seems like I'm running into people who are, of course, they may not be in the same business. They're not making sweets or making cakes or that kind of thing at all, but they're women and they're in business doing something that's making them happy. And like I said, I've been trying to connect with these ladies, and I've seen, of course, men as well, but I mean, I've noticed the ladies lately that I hadn't noticed before. I guess I put it that way. One story I read last night, and I cannot think of her name offhand at all, but I know she's not in St. Louis, Missouri. She's over on the East Coast. She did an interview with, I think it's Entertainment Inc. or Entertainment, some kind of magazine, online magazine, and she was talking about her struggle, and her had just delivered a set of twins, but she was, of course, in love with jewelry and wanted to make her business work, and how she was doing, taking her kids, her new set of twins up and down the East Coast, riding around doing trade shows and doing shows on her own, that kind of thing, just to push her business out there. And now I don't know how many years, I think it's like 5 years later or something like that. I don't know how many years later, but she's very successful. She's one of the top jewelry sellers over on the East Coast, I guess, in the area that she's in, and she's doing very, very well. And like I said, I read that was like 1 o'clock this morning, because I was up at 1 o'clock this morning. But like I said, that inspired me to, of course, see other people that's out there doing, and that empower me, I guess I put it that way as well, to know that there's other folks out there doing what I want to do as far as doing something that makes them happy. I don't care what kind of business it's in, but of course starting with the struggle and of course ending with success. So I said, like I said, I love that. And lately I have been seeming to come across a lot of those kind of people, and I've been, of course, reaching out to them, I don't have any problems with sending folks messages and getting to know them and that kind of thing. So I've been doing everybody like that. I put it that way, that I've been coming across. I don't care if they're here in the U.S. or they're abroad somewhere. I've been doing it on every social media site that I'm on, just to let you all know that. So like I said, you definitely have to surround yourself, like Stephen said, with the people that you admire and the people that you inspire to be. So I definitely like that, Stephen. And thank you, Adrian. I don't know if you're still on here or not, but thank you for tuning in this morning as well. Trina, thank you for tuning in as well. And good morning to you. And let me see, I'm trying to make sure I get all your comments. And Trina says, way to go, keep it moving. That's wonderful. Thank you, Trina. I appreciate that. And this message is for you all as well, and for you as well. If you're stuck somewhere in your life, or you don't know which way to go, or you're trying to figure out how to get clear, hopefully this helped you in some kind of way to, of course, get clear on whether it's for a relationship or business or just something personal that you're wanting and have a goal for your life. And Stephen, you said, thanking me for sharing, I guess for being transparent. You're welcome, Stephen. That's not a problem. I'm always transparent. Sometimes, of course, I'm told that I tell too much, which I don't mind. Like I said, I know that my story is not my own, and that I'm here to, of course, educate, to inspire, and to motivate somebody else to, of course, go forth in their life as well. So I appreciate that. And Wayne, you're welcome. No problem for the shout out. I want to make sure that whoever's on my video now, I'm starting now, that I'm, of course, shouting them out if I know what kind of business they're in. Because, of course, like I said, there is money out there for everybody, and there is, of course, a way to, of course, put attention to everybody so they can get what they need as far as the website visitors or the traffic, that kind of thing, or the sales or whatever it is. Like I said, it's not just for me. It is for everybody as well. I want to make sure that I, of course, say that I'm at least shout whoever's on my video out on every video that I do from now on. And Angela, thank you for tuning in as well this morning. Patty, thank you for tuning in. And Patty has a show as well. She does like a, oh my God, Patty, can you please, if you're still on here, can you please put your video link down there as well? She does it on Facebook and Instagram. I know I think it's Teaching Time with Buddy. I think it's the name of it. But she teaches, coming from like a children's perspective, teaching parents and children how to, of course, like know different words and how to, of course, create sentences, different things, like different semantics, different things that kids would need to know. And of course, she, of course, puts it towards the parents and the children so they can, of course, watch her show and that kind of thing. And she does at least to me, a very good job. I always learn something new when I'm watching her channel, whether I'm an adult or not. Like I said, some of the words I may not know, or some of the things I may not know about what she's talking about. So she does a good job of getting her point across with that. And she dresses in this cute dinosaur costume. I think you all can see that on her little circle there as well. And good morning, and thank you again, Zan Cherie, for tuning in. I haven't talked to you in a while, so hopefully things are going well. And you all, Zan Cherie is an awesome speaker, too. So I've seen her speak. She was in the Toastmasters group I was in before. So she does an awesome job. And Wayne says, you're truly awesome, my friend. Thank you, Wayne. I definitely appreciate that. And Patty says, excellent. Get clear about decisions. That's the truth. You have to get clear on your decisions and make those hard decisions and not be afraid to, in order to, of course, push past whatever it is you're trying to get to. So definitely. And Trina, thank you. You wish me the best. I thank you. I wish you the best as well. Much success to you as well. Let me see. Okay, so I guess everybody may be off here now, but like I said, I'm going to get myself going so I can get to work this morning. So I want to thank you all again. Chris, thank you all because I saw you come in as well. So Chris, thank you for tuning in as well. So everybody that was on here, thank you. For those who catch the replay, do enjoy. And I appreciate you all. And everybody, I think today's Friday. Today is Friday. Lord have mercy, today's Friday. So everybody have an awesome day. Thank you all. Love you all. Bye-bye.